Well, good to be here today to give you this workshop on KRTA and AARP working together this year, as we always do. And I want to greet you from AARP National Office with over 39 million members, and from the Kentucky office with over 460,000 members here in Kentucky. And if you are over 50 and not a member of AARP, I hope you will become one. KRTA and AARP working together, of course, in our community projects of Grandparent Essay Contest, the School Supply Drive, which is over 2,300 bags of supplies collected this past year. And yes, we can feed Kentucky, nearly 29,000 food items collected. Please include and mention AARP in Kentucky alongside KRTA in your newspaper articles or press releases, so that we can get credit for that, and we can also use it publicly to help report up the line to our national office for what we're doing. Since 1958, AARP remains true to its founding principles to serve and not to be served. AARP Grandparent Essay this year, we're going to get back on that track with that, and I hope that all of you that's done that before will resume that this year. But I would like for you to have new people, each district, please work with your counties and local districts to get this started again. And we do this to honor our grandparents as the role they play in taking care of grandchildren. And with COVID, we must remember many of them are has to be very, very careful for their health. This brings attention to the number of students being raised by our grandparents, and I think this now we have about 48,000 in Kentucky that are raised by grandparents. And we also want to educate our principals and teachers about the challenges of these students and grandparents that they have. You can imagine, I know many who are the students who are 5 or 6 years old who are being raised by grandparents who are in their 80s, and you can know that's a burden, not a burden, but a pleasure for some of them, but at the same time, it's a task to do, especially financially also. So you also gain community service credit for participating in this grandparent essay. The judging criteria is the same as it's been, 60% qualifying characteristics of the nominee as a grandparent, and 20% creativity and expression, and 20% for grammar, form, and neatness. The contest deadlines, these are critical dates for you to remember. The school winner must be reported by December the 15th, and the county winner by January the 31st, and the district winner by March the 1st. And the state winner, of course, is announced at our annual convention in April. The technical requirements is the same as it's been in the past. It's three. We must be written on one grandparent or surrogate grandparent that is living at the time of the essay is written. It's 300 to 500 words in length, written on 8.5 paper in English, and include the components of the essay in introduction, the supporting points, and conclusion. Name and school of the author must be written at the end of the essay. And remember, teachers must submit a school winner form online to AARP, in addition to providing paper forms and handwritten essay to their local RTA, or the local Retired Teachers Association. The awards this year is the same. The certificates are given out to school participants, certificates with embossed covers to the county winner, and a plaque and $50 to the district winner, and the plaque and $100 in expenses paid for both the winner and the grandparent to our convention. There's $150 to the winning teacher of the student who wins of school supplies, and also there will be one drawing for $150 for all schools that participate. And we do hope and that every school in Kentucky, 5th graders, will be participating in this, because it's so important for us to recognize our grandparents for what they've done to raise these children in Kentucky. And we know all the different reasons that this happens. AARP this year also has a lifelong learning initiative that many of you retired teachers will be interested in maybe doing. Lifelong learning for health, wealth, and for self. AARP volunteer ambassadors are helping with Kentuckians find their next learning path. And the AARP Kentucky is focused on 3 paths: earning a GED, earning a college certificate or associate degree, or earning a bachelor's degree. It's never too late to learn. And if you're interested in that, learn more about it at aarp.org/Kentucky Comebackers, or email KYAARP@aarp.org to become an ambassador, and all of you retired teachers could do that and help this state be better educated. Also, one thing that's dear to my heart and to all of us is caregiving. AARP is always fighting for seniors living independently. One of the things we really would like to see people do is be able to stay at home longer. And visit our aarp.org/caregiving for information about that. Supporting COVID health at home legislation such as telehealth. We've supported that, and that has helped tremendously, especially this past year. Kentucky Family Caregiving Act and Preparatory Care presentations. Have a question about caregiving of a loved one, and all of us sometime in our lives will face that or have faced that. You can, if you need help or assistance in that, call AARP toll-free or the Family Caregiving Resource Line at 1-877-333-5885. AARP will fight for legislation that protects and improves Medicare benefits and financing, and provide access to affordable quality coverage, and prevent insurers from engaging in discriminatory practices and lowering prescription drug costs, in which we worked on for insulin this past year and was successful in lowering the cost of insulin for people in Kentucky. Provide new initiatives to expand home and community-based services and support for family caregiving, and strengthen efforts to fight fraud, waste, and abuse. In other words, we need to stop the abuse and to stop the greed in healthcare in this country. AARP also fights has a fraud watch network that many of you are interested in, I know. AARP continues its national campaign to fight fraud and ID theft and give you access to information about how to protect yourself and your family. Visit aarp.org/Forward Watch Network. There's 29,388 fraud, identification theft, and consumer complaints in Kentucky last year, totaling $15.8 million in loss. You can sign up to receive bi-weekly alerts from the AARP Fraud Watch Network at FWN to 50757. Message and data rates may apply to that, but if someone you know has been a victim of fraud, please report it to AARP at 877-908-3360, and please do that so that they'll know and pass it on along so we can stop the fraud. And you know everyone's calling every day trying to get you on the phone to help you with your car, your Medicare, or try to make a loan to you, and many of those are fraudulent. So if you get those calls, do not give them information, and please report that to AARP so that we can keep account of it and be able to stop it in its tracks. AARP has long been a supporter of veterans and the military families. AARP has a long history of that, supporting these, and at present we have over 5 million veterans who are members of AARP. AARP is making free resources quick and easy for our veterans, and if you're a veteran or know someone in your family is a veteran, aarp.org/veterans, you can get that information. Something new this year for you because of the emergency broadband benefits. Pay close attention to this because many of you will qualify for it. We call it the Emergency Broadband Benefits, which is EBB I'll refer to. The EBB program is $3.2 billion in federal initiatives to help Americans access to affordable, high-speed internet that need during the COVID pandemic. Benefits up to $50 discounts for high-speed internet services, and a one-time discount of $100 for laptops, desktop computers, and tablets purchased through the participating providers. Qualify for that if you qualify for Lifeline programs such as Medicaid or SNAP or SSI benefits. You will qualify and also experience a substantial loss of income since February of 29 of 2020, and the household has a total income in 2020 below $99,000 or for a single filer, or $198,000 for joint filers. So many of you retired teachers will qualify for this. And again, Tim will put that in our newsletter and that information so that you can access that. If you meet these eligibilities for this low income for COVID-19 program, please receive benefits under the free and reduced price lunches or school breakfast program. If you have students that qualify for that, you qualify for this program. And this website is aarp.org/EBB, or you can call 0311 to get that information. We have AARP also is supporting livable communities and age-friendly communities, and if you're interested in that, it's aarp.org/livable. And this is for building our communities where they're safe. You have walkable streets and age-friendly housing and transportation for our aging. Age-friendly communities in Kentucky, they're right now in Bowling Green, Lexington, Louisville, Owensboro, Davis County, and Woodford County. Hopefully all of our communities will become age-friendly for our seniors, all those over 50 years old. In AARP's 2022 General Assembly priorities this year, our first one is supporting Kentucky teacher retirement system to keep it solvent, transforming Kentucky's long-term care systems to provide nursing home safety and provide more support and services that enable people to live at home. We're very much interested in people staying at home and being able to take people and their families, taking care of them, have a better life. Help lower prescription drug costs through transparency and capping the cost of high-priced drugs, and reversing the 2018 Kentucky tax code changes, decreasing the amount of free tax retirement income that can be claimed from $41,110 back to $31,110. We are working on that in the General Assembly now. Help make the lives of family caregivers easier with tax cuts, and improve access to telehealth, which has become very important now with COVID. Sign up for legislative updates and more at aarp.org/get involved. Also here we see a picture of Governor Andy Beshear, and his phone number is Facebook and Twitter. You'll see that on the screen. Toll-free number to the legislators to give them messages is at 1-800-372-7181. And find your representative online. You can do that if you do not know your representative or senator. It's www.lrc.ky.gov. AARP provides speakers for many of these topics I just talked about. Contact AARP to schedule a virtual or in-person guest presentation by calling 866-295-7275 or by emailing kyaarp@aarp.org. These are presentations on fraud, caregiving, downsizing, decluttering, Medicare and more, and voter rights. Yes, visit www.aarp.org/Kentucky to read about these topics. And all your district presidents and local presidents, and please do this, and we will send someone closer in your area to come and speak to you about these different topics. All requests are approved based on speakers' availability, location, and group size. We ask that you try to have 25 or more people at these meetings, and speaker requests should be submitted submitted 4 weeks in advance. They are approved through the office. Again, that number is 866-295-7275 if you need a speaker for any event. This can be school, church, whatever, or for retired teachers. Once you stay connected to AARP, you'll see on the screen www.aarp.org/Kentucky, your Facebook connections, your Twitter, your toll-free number, and the email. These will be again published in our papers, in your newspaper that KRTA sends out to you so that you can stay connected. There's so many programs that AARP has. More than I can stand here and talk to you about today. I could be here for days talking about them, but they have a lot of research. If you get on the internet, you can find research that they do, and it's all legitimate and all up front and all truthful. Stay connected to AARP. There's a lot of information there that will help you. And before I end today, I want to say to you, I ask you to do a few things for me. I would ask you, all of you, to vote your interest in every election. Don't miss an election. That's important to this country. And please get your vaccine for COVID and for the flu. And yes, wear your mask so that our grandkids can stay in school. And yes, after January the 6th of this year, pray for this country every day. God bless you, and thank all of you retired teachers. Thank all of the district presidents and local presidents for all that you do, and for all the retired teachers for what all you've done for this country. God bless you, and thank you.